welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about some more young adult books that I think people would enjoy. Okay, so the thing about today's video is these are ones that are ebooks and they are on my to-read list. I have not read these. These are just ones that I'm super excited to read. So all of these are available on our app, Overdrive, and they come in either an ebook form or an audiobook. Not everyone comes in both, but most of them come in ebook. So the first one I'm going to talk about, here we go, and I've got my personal one up. So this one is called First Life by Gina Showalter. So it follows a girl, and they live in a world where this life that we're in currently is called the first life. Ooh, marker. So this world that we're in now is called first life, and life doesn't start again until after death. So you get to choose one of two worlds. And her parents are pressuring her to go to this world, and then she's got this boy, because young adult books, and then there's this boy that she wants to follow into the next life. So she's torn in between these two, and then there is something that makes her just like the center of the entire world's attention, which is really fun. So this one I am really excited to read. Gina Showalter does a couple series in the adult fiction and then a couple series in the young adult fiction, and they're always fantasy based, and she's just a really good author in general. So if that sounds exciting to you, or if you've already read it, drop a comment and let me know what you think of it, or if you're excited to read it. My next one is called I'll Be the One. Oops, there it goes. Called I'll Be the One. This one is an audiobook because I like audiobooks. But this one follows a girl that is Korean, and she wants to be a K-pop star. She does not fit the typical K-pop star mold though. So she is overweight, and the Korean culture doesn't really appreciate that in their idols. So it follows this girl and her fight to be recognized as she is, as an idol, to be recognized as an idol as she is, and not having to conform to commercialized beauty standards there. So I'm really excited to read that one. It is about body positivity, and it's a rom-com and celebrating confidence. So I'm really excited to read that one. I love K-pop. I read that it was K-pop based, and I was sold. So if you've read it, let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you're excited to read it, let me know that as well. So we'll go on to the next one that I've got. So we've got the Shadows Between Us. So this one follows Alessandra. And this one is, there's a boy, but he is the king, the Shadow King, to be precise. And they say that he can control the shadows. And her plan is to marry him, kill him, and take his power. Because, I mean, who doesn't love a conniving main character? So, but it goes into it, and it says that she is not the only one trying to kill the king, and she finds herself trying to keep him alive long enough so that she can become queen, so that she can carry out her plan. But I'm pretty sure that she decides that she likes him along the way. So I'm really excited to read this one. It is by Teresa Levenseller, and again, that one was The Shadows Between Us. We've got that one on Overdrive. There is 4 copies of that, so 4 people can read it at once. And so another one that I thought sounded really, really good was Infinity Sun by Silvera. It looks like this. There it goes. Looks like this. It's got a really fun cover art, and it says that growing up in New York, so it's set in New York, Emil and Britton always idolized the Spellwalkers, a vigilante group sworn to rid the world of specters, which are like ghosts. So Spellwalkers and other celestials are born with powers, and Britton always wishes that he had powers so that he could join the fight, and Emil just wants the fighting to stop. But after a big fight, Emil, the one who doesn't want to fight, develops powers that put him like right in the center of everything. So it makes him the Spellwalker that his brother always wanted to be. So there's going to be some tension there. So I'm really excited to see how this person who doesn't want to fight will learn either to fight or to just try to give up on it, all of that. So again, Infinity Sun, we've got 2 copies of this available. And there it is. So my next one that I want to read, I've actually got a pretty long list here, is this one by, oh, click it, is by Alexa Dawn. It's called The Stars We Steal. And it says, engagement season is in the air. 18-year-old Princess Leonie, aka Leo, heir to the fated European spaceship. So it's set in space. So that's kind of fun. That's a newer spot for young adult books to be placed in, and I really kind of dig it. So it's probably going to be good for fans of like Cinder, because it's got that space element. So heir to the European spaceship, and she only has one thing on her mind: who can I marry to make my family money and get us out of this pit of despair? So she is trying to find somebody to marry that has money, but then her first love comes back, and he's the captain of a successful whiskey ship, and now she's like, oh goodness, am I going to choose love or my family? So it says fans of Kira Cass and Catherine McGee will be dazzled by this world of lost love and royal intrigue. So not only does she have family obligations, but she has this first love, and it's set in space. So I'm really excited to read that one too. And we have 2 copies of this. So I'm just going to take a moment to talk about our ebook platforms. We've got a couple. We've got Overdrive, which is still available. We've got Libby by Overdrive. It is that same app, only in a newer format. And then we've got Hoopla. Hoopla, you get 3 checkouts a month, and you get them for a longer period of time. You get them for 21 days. On Overdrive, you only get them for 14 unless you change it in there. 14 is its default. But ebooks and e-audiobooks are a great way to get some reading in. I know I love to listen to an audiobook while I'm doing something like cleaning my room or doing the dishes or, you know, taking a walk around the neighborhood, and it just helps get me out of what I'm going through so that I can, you know, focus on some of those things that maybe aren't so fun all the time. So let me know if you have any suggestions for us to read or talk about down in the comments, and I hope you guys have a good day and stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.